God told Gideon to go in the strength you have. Then I realized that's the same word that God has been speaking to me and to you. Sometimes in seasons, we feel like we can no longer be strong. We feel like we have reached our capacity. We feel stuck. We feel overwhelmed. And we feel like God cannot use us. We feel like that there's no more that we can offer. But God is telling you through this word today to go out, to go in the strength that you have. When God called Gideon first, he did not receive it because he was looking at what he did not have. He was looking at his limitations. He was looking at his circumstances. And the Lord reminded him that in the strength that you have, I'm still going to send you out. In the strength that you have, I'm still going to send you to save Israel. And for many of you, this is what he is saying to you. You have been feeling stuck, overwhelmed. It feels like you have been going through challenge after challenge, obstacles steady getting in your way, and you feel least likely, right? You feel least likely to be able to come out of whatever that you're going through. And you feel like you are at the end of your strength, and it feels like there is nothing else that you can do. You know, there's nothing else that you can do in this season in your life. But the Lord is saying to you today to go in the strength that you have. You have been looking at what you don't have. You have been looking at maybe the lack of support or the lack of finances or the lack of community or whatever it may be going on in your life. Or maybe you looking at your identity, or you come from a different background, or the type of family you come from. But God doesn't look at that. God doesn't look at that. He looks and he knows that you are called, and he knows what he has put inside you, and he knows the power that you have, right? So the Lord, when he speaks to us and he tells us to go in the strength that we have, he sees something and he knows something about us that we can't comprehend yet. So he does not wait till we start feeling comfortable. He does not wait till we feel like we got it together to move. He does not wait till our bank account change, right? He does not wait till it seems like everything in our life is moving forward. He tells us to move ahead in the strength that we have in spite of what we think we're missing, right? So for many of you, you are in a season where you may feel stuck, you may feel overwhelmed, and it's just so much going on. And you may be at the end of your strength, right? You may be at the end of your human capacity where you just know, like, Lord, if you don't come through, it won't be done. But the Lord is reminding you, just like he had to remind Gideon, you are a mighty warrior. And this is what he's saying to you. The same words that he spoke to Gideon is the same words that he's speaking to you through this message today. He said, you are a mighty warrior, and I called you. I'm not looking at what you don't have. Your bank account does not disqualify you. The people that you come from does not disqualify you. The job that you do or do not have do not disqualify you. He said, I qualify you, and you're going to go out in the strength that you have. So for you today, this message is telling you to move forward in faith. The strength that you have will be found in faith. Can you perceive that God will uplift you? Can you perceive that in your human limitations, in your human capacity, because we all have a human capacity, right? We all have a stopping point to where we know if God don't come in and God don't renew us, right? If God don't give us his strength, we won't be able to go on. But God is saying, even when you can't go on, you take that little strength, and by faith, you trust I would lead you along the way. You take your faith and you keep on walking. So in the little that you have, the strength that you have left, can you still perceive that God is still good? Can you still perceive that you can go out and you can do the things that the Lord has called you to do? You're not too little. You're not incapable. You're not weak. Your background don't disqualify you. Your gender does not disqualify you. What you make, what your societal status is, none of that disqualify you. But God needs your participation, and your participation is saying, yes, Lord, I will go in the strength that I have. Yes, Lord, I will go with what you have already put in my hand. Yes, Lord, I will walk in the faith that I have, Because if God sends you, then you're qualified. If God sends you, that means he knows something that you don't know. So the Lord is saying to you today to go in the strength that you have. Sometimes life can be life and so bad that it just crushes us, right? It feels like a crushing that we can't come back from. It feels so heavy. Sometimes I have had many days when I just wanted to stay in the bed and I just wanted to cry all day, and it felt like nobody understood, right? And I know that you may be feeling that way today. It felt like nobody don't understand, especially when it seemed like your circumstances is not changing, right? And it feel like you done gave all that you could, but the Lord is saying to you today, you are strong and you are a mighty warrior. And you might be saying, mighty where? Warrior where? See, God sees some things sometimes that you don't see. Sometimes we look at ourselves based off of what the world done said to us, or sometimes off of what we done told ourselves about, ourselves. Or maybe it's the circumstances that we face and we feel like it's too big for us. But God sees the greatness up in you. He sees that the victory up in you, right? He sees that warrior up in you that you have to catch up to, because sometimes we don't even know the power that we have until we start walking in the strength that we have. And that's what the Lord is asking you to do. Walk in the strength that you have, because sometimes it takes you just with that little bit of strength that you have left, right, to wake up to that power that you didn't even know that God had placed inside of you. But he said, you are strong and you are a mighty warrior. Can you perceive the words of the Lord as what he's speaking to you today, and to go out in the strength that you have? Fixate your mind on the hill, right? Fixate your mind on the word of God. Fixate on your mind that God said he will never leave you nor forsake you. Fixate your mind on things that's pure, that's just, that's noble, right? And that's praiseworthy, even in the strength that you have, because God will still send you. It does not disqualify you. Man does not disqualify you. Maybe it feel like it because nobody's supporting you. Maybe it feel like it because things is not changing. Maybe it feels like it because you have been in that situation dealing with things for so long that it feel like it's never gonna work for you and I don't have no more strength. But baby, let me tell you, when you reach the end of your strength, this is what God can work greatly in your life. I have seen him work like this in my life when nothing else I can do, when everything else was outside of my control, and I knew that I gave everything that I could, and I knew that I did everything that I know how to. God came through. God came through. But at the end of the day, he told me I still had to move forward in the strength that I have. And that's what he's saying to you. It's not to be so focused on your limitations and on your lack and what you see with your natural eyes. He said, do you have the strength? Do you have the faith? What do you have in your hand? If you don't have nothing else, you have God, you have faith, and you have your obedience. If that's all you can go out with, you go out with those things. And as you go out, God will equip you for the battle. God will equip you for the next step. He will equip you for whatever that may be coming next. But first, you have to step and move forward and go out in the strength that you have. Despite what you think is lack, despite what you think is limitation, despite what you think that you don't have, right? You have to go out in the strength that you have. And don't wait for nothing. Don't wait for comfortability to come. Don't wait for things to start looking like it's changing in your life. Don't wait for opportunities to fall in your lap. And the only reason why I tell you this is because as we wait, we could have been growing stronger, right? As you wait, some of the things that you wait on may not ever come in the time that you think they're going to come. So if you go in the strength that the Lord is already telling you have, because he's telling you, you have the strength and you are a mighty warrior, go out with whatever that is. And that don't always have to be physical. This can be something spiritual. This can be something mental. It just requires your participation and your belief. Do you believe that you are a mighty warrior? Put in the comment section, I am a mighty warrior. I am strong in the Lord. And if the Lord told me he's going to send me and he's going to use me, then I'm going to believe the word of the Lord. Because I believe that he has great things for me. And if he used so many people such as Gideon, he will use you. He will use you. There is nothing too big and there is nothing too impossible for God. But sometimes when our circumstances and our situation and life get to life, and we lose sight of that. because we done gave it our best shot, right? We done did everything we know how to. We done prayed the prayers. We done stepped out in faith. We done did everything that the Lord done told us to do. We've been faithful. We've been obedient. We've been serving. It feels like sometimes that we have lost our strength. It feels like sometimes that we have grown weak and we don't know what to do, and we feel stuck and overwhelmed, and it feels like the pressures of life is just all around us and surrounding us, and it feels like I cannot do this. God is asking me to go on and I don't have the money. God is asking me to serve, and look at what's going on in my household, and look what's going on in my body, and look what's going on with the people around me on my job. Look what's going on in the world. And God said, go out in the strength that you have. That does not disqualify you. That does not disqualify you. Mighty warrior, to the person that I'm speaking to on the other side of this camera, to the child of God that's watching this video, you are a mighty warrior. You are strong in the Lord. And there is nothing too hard for God. You understand me? There is nothing too impossible for God. He is already moving on your behalf. But he needs you to realize that you already have strength and power that's at work with you. And sometimes it can't be activated. Sometimes it can't be sought out until you walk in it, until you say, you know what? Whatever I got in my hands, whatever I got to work with, as long as I know God is for me, I'm going to go out in the strength that I have, and I'm going to move forward in faith. I'm going to move forward in the things that the Lord has called me to do. So you remain faithful. You remain obedient. You continue to trust God. You continue to walk with God, and he will lead you, and he will guide you, and he will equip you with strength. He will give you his strength in the areas of your weakness. He will empower you where you don't have power, right? There's no limitations with God. Maybe with us, but not with God. So I hope this message blesses y'all and keeps y'all, and keep your head up, because things get better. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. And this too, whatever you may be going through, baby, this too shall pass. And again, my name is Lashelle Monroe. And y'all, please, I love y'all, and keep the faith.